A lot of you have been starting to use our high impact news event strategy, and we would like to let you know that we have finally created a free indicator for you to use. Now this thing is freaking cool, so let's jump right in. So we are the types that like to go after the high impact news events, where most people will tell you to stay out of the markets and they teach you to be afraid. We here at True Algo are here to help you and guide you with what we believe is an incredible strategy to help you navigate this. Now, what's most important about these news events in this indicator that we've created for free for you is that it can be used for months and months and months down the line. Now, let me show you. We've got this built out to where you have all the events that are normally going to shift price very drastically and lots of volatility. And right now, we're just going to go ahead and start with FOMC because that's hot button topic and it's coming up. So those of you that have seen our videos, we always talk about when we have FOMC or any type of high impact news event, we're going to look that when price closes under this from our indicator, you look to short. And then when price gets above it, you then look to long with your take profit being right in the middle. And then if you close above this, you then ride it up to the other side, which would be that line right there. And then if that fails, then you come back down to the middle, close where the middle is, then you look to go lower. And then you keep bouncing around here, and eventually you will break up, back test, and then it is off to the races. Or in this case, you can see we fall out. But without further ado, let us show you this in action and how you don't have to be afraid of the high impact news, and instead you can use our True Algo Hines strategy and move with the markets and not against them. And you can see right now we've already sold off. So what's going to happen with prices when we start drifting back up to test this line, if you get a candle to close above this line, then we would look to do this. Open a long position, and then you start aiming for the middle into the high. But if price comes back up and then hits this line that will go across the screen for you, it prints for you, and does not close above, then we will look to open a short and ride price downwards like that. And then you keep playing this range until price again breaks back up in, back test, and then now you play it higher. Comes up here, hits that, rejects, closes above, ride it up. And boom, check this out. You see how price comes straight to our indicator and it stops right there? Because we did not close a candle above that line, now you have your short position. And you can see another winning trade as it rides down. This time resulting in an 8-to-1. Let's let price keep going. Now we're already outside of FOMC and nobody cares about it anymore. But watch how this will continue time and time and time again to provide support and resistance. I'm going to slide this over and now watch. We're still closing below, so you look to short, and then another small winning trade, and there you go, another winning trade. Notice here that you had two entrances, stops never taken, and then price has gone lower and lower, allowing you an additional winning trade. That's two now. And remember, our indicator keeps going for you, so you don't forget about it. Where most people are going to forget, our indicator doesn't. Now look here, and let's zoom in. You see how now this candle is closed above? Now we're going to look to long, ride it up at least to the middle, and then set our stop probably at this low here. And because that candle closed above that purple line, we are now going to look for it to gravitate higher. Close above, go higher. Where most people now have forgotten about FOMC, we're helping still guide it for you. Now watch this. See how the stop wasn't taken? Notice how not a single candle has closed below the line. Oh, see how tricky that was? Still, look, every candle closing above. And there's a winning trade if you want to take profit there, but we're going to let it keep running. And there's your winning trade. And now you just let it keep running. As this candle closes above, you let it run all the way to the top, and now you can move your stop to break even. And there you go, a 16-to-1 by the end of that for an RR. Now look real close. Look at the candles. Let's zoom in more. You see how the candles are perfectly sitting on the line? Again, this is why our indicator is amazing and why we love to show this to the community. And look how now we're going to go and look for a long position where most people might look to short, think things are overextended. Because those candles closed up, we're going to now look to ride this up. Let's see what happens. Look at how every candle continues to still close above. As soon as a candle closes below, that can be the start of your invalidation, and then price is going to search back down here. But until that, we should ride it higher. And as you can see, another winning trade here. You can move your stop up to break even, and now we just let it run. Watch how every single candle, you see how it does not close underneath the line? So again, we look to ride it higher. And there's another winning trade. Let's see what happens. This is now 77 handles and a 6-to-1 risk to reward. So now as we zoom out, look at the power of our indicator and the system that we talk about with our high impact news event strategy. Now look how long it's been. And we're all the way now getting back to this almost a month later, and our indicator still keeps this on for you. And look at the candle close, folks. So what do we show you? When you close above the line, you then look to go long and ride it up. When you close below, you ride it down to the EQ, and then if that closes below there, you look to ride it lower. So now using our high impact news event strategy by True Algo, where everyone else probably thinks the markets are going to go to zero now and short the bottoms, our indicator's showing us over a month later, this is where we look to go long until we close below there. Let's see what happens. As you can see, a tremendous, huge move of 92 handles. And as we see, it just keeps on going. So that was FOMC. Now let's go ahead and let's try PPI. If you're someone who stands to move away from any type of high impact news, watch how our indicator and our trading strategy can help you navigate this. So let's go ahead and turn on the most recent PPI. Here's the March 15th release, and check it out. How cool this is. And remember the technique. When you get a close above, you expect price to run higher. Look at where it comes in back test exactly, and zoom in, folks. Look at how not a single candle closes below. You look to go long and you ride it up. What then becomes a tremendous 109 handle move. When everyone forgets about it, look what our indicator helps you with, and look at the perfect retest again. No candle close below, and it literally is off to the moon. If you use our indicator, you can have multiple events on. And as soon as the new event occurs, it will print for you and help you. So look what happens. What was a first opportunity of a huge long position, then it comes back and hits this where most people are going to look to short the markets. We do not short until it closes below. Now we enter long, and now it rides up twice. And now look at the new event. You get to ride it all the way to the new event. So 160 handles. This is a new technique that can help you ride the volatility during a high impact news event. And then when the new event prints, where you might stay out of the markets, you've already had your long position. Now you know how to short. And you can short when you already have your swing long. The next question we get asked is, well, does it work on other assets? Well, let me show you. Here's the euro versus the dollar. Look at our indicator and look how much this can help as a Forex trader. These moves might look small to you, but look what happens when we get the full slice through. That means we look to short, and look how it just gets gravitated straight back to another news event. Then there's the close outside, and look how it just gravitates to a previous event. Then it closes outside, and then it gravitates lower again. So where you might only think you can have one move in a market, every single one of these closes allows you an opportunity where you can swing over 236 pips, or literally just go from one news event, 71 pips, 138 pips, 238 pips, straight down. Let's zoom in more. On the euro, look at the beautiful back test, and then it rejects. Comes back up, rejects. Slices through, pushes above. Comes back down, absolute huge rejection. It's just offering you opportunities that you might not see elsewise. Look at every single one of these candle bodies. You see how none of them are closing above? And then look at the swing rejection. And look what happens to it. What looks like a small move is now an 8-to-1 risk to reward and resulted in over 140 pips. This is when a swing really becomes a swing. Look at what happens. As new events print, you now can ride it down even further, and look at how the indicator keeps doing its thing. and showing you this is how markets perceive. Every circle can be an entrance to continue to write it down because you don't look to long till you close above the line. Look at how every single candle does not close above, offering a short opportunity down. And then look here, there's the close above, and look where it stops. It's absolutely incredible. So this is a strategy we wanted to bring to you. This is showing you it on Euro. Let's see if it works for the crypto folks. If you're a Bitcoin trader or a crypto trader, look at how it offers the support to flip for a long, and then flip long, and then look at the loss in the back test. I'll zoom in for you. And look at this incredible short. Comes back up, back test, pushes back up. Look at how it's lost, and now look how far you get to write it down, and look where it stops. Straight down to where a previous news event, and immediately gets bought back up. And then look at the acceptance back inside, and now we look for lower. And where does it go? Straight to another news event. And then look at the drop as it goes all the way through. Look at the back test sell off, back test, can't close above, fails and falls through. And then if you've been looking for volatility and something to help you out in the future, look at the short that this helps you months in advance. Look how you cannot, let's zoom in here, folks. Look how you cannot close a candle above our indicator, and look at what happens afterwards. An absolutely tremendous short where you get to catch it, and there's no reason to look to go long until you close a candle back above these news events. And look right here. There's the close above, and look how now price runs back up. And let's look at gold. The same exact concept. Look at how each of the boxes of these news events provide the flip where we forget about them. Look at every single one of these short opportunities for gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and almost a fifth right there. Every single time where most people will forget about this, look at how the candle cannot close above. Absolutely incredible. And just to show you, it's real. It's not fake. And we're offering this to you for free, where you can use this and try to move with the news events instead of against them. And then lastly, as I zoom back out, look at how this caught the absolute lows for gold when we lastly were at 1950 and had that humongous run up all the way to 2050. All from using this free indicator that helps you catch these news events, and instead of running away from them like other things have taught us. So if you want to get access to this indicator, simply go to our website, truealgo.com, and on the homepage where we offer our free high impact news event strategy indicator, simply input your email address and input your TradingView username and hit subscribe now, and we will go ahead and send the indicator to you. And lastly, on our website, click our Discord button and go ahead and join our Discord for free. Have a great one. I hope this helped you. We look forward to speaking to you in the future.